Good morning. We're just outside of LaFont Plaza Metro Station in DC. It's my gateway to DC. You may recognize some of these buildings from previous trips to DC. But today is just my entrance into DC, and from here I'm going to 5 law firms to give Trump pro bono free work. Because he's so poor he can't afford it, so they have to give him a free handout. Kirkin and Ellis, Latham and Watkins, A&O Shearman, Simpson Thatcher, and Cadwallader, Wickersham, and Taft. We're also going to be visiting the El Salvadorian Embassy and the Mexican Embassy. And today is April 17th. And I have to work tonight, and there's a lot of steps. I might have to take some lifting too, maybe some metro hops. It's going to be a long day. Cheerio. On Thursday, April 17th, 2025, FinCal went out to 5 law firms and 2 embassies and ran into some other stuff along the way. This one is other stuff along the way. I'll be posting a video almost every day based on this one day of recording. That's April 17th, Thursday, 2025. Now, before I get into my content, let's review some recent content. We've noticed in the last few months, more federal agents are masked, more federal agents are ignoring cameras, more federal agents, ICE, FBI, whatever, they seem to be less educated in what the First Amendment auditors have been educating us on for years. Well, they don't care. They don't even look like federal agents.
Why are you hiding your face? Yeah.
More masking, more non-uniforms, more blatant disregard that a camera is watching them. They know what's going to happen with the camera.
So she started recording.
My mother keeps asking him, like, sir, like, where's the warrant? Where's the warrant? And he was like, it's in the car. And my mother was like, oh, can you please bring it out the car so I can see it? And then I'll step out. And he said no.
Then they broke her window and took her away.
Now, when I started doing this, the First Amendment audit idea has been out there for a while, and law enforcement, for the most part, started figuring it out. The last few months, we're seeing them unfigure it out. They're violating the First Amendment, they're violating the Fourth Amendment, they're violating the Fifth and the Sixth Amendments. My interactions have usually been pretty good, in fact, quite boring in the last year or so, because uniformed police and federal officers, they now get it. And I tip my hat to the original First Amendment auditors because it's made it a lot safer for me. But in the last couple months, we're seeing a change, and they no longer care about a camera pointing at them. They no longer care to put on a uniform. They no longer care to identify themselves as federal law enforcement. I think this is a problem. On the upside, I think First Amendment audits will pick back up. People are resisting and fighting, the left, the right, the center. America's not tolerating this shit. But what spurred me to go down this angle of dialogue was she was in uniform, but she was very young. I kind of wonder where she got her training. This is the FBI headquarters in Washington, D.C. It's known as the J. Edgar Hoover Building. Back in the days before I knew what First Amendment auditing was, he turned out to be a criminal, but he knew his shit when it comes to First Amendment auditing. A guy named, News Now Houston, David Earl Warden, or was it Earl David Warden? I don't know. He did an audit here, and he got into a scuffle, and he won the day because he knew his shit when it came to auditing. First Amendment rights to observe, monitor, and report, to be a journalist. Fourth Amendment right, the right to not identify unless there's probable cause. Believe he exercised his Sixth Amendment right, the right to not answer questions without a lawyer. That guy turned out to be an asshole, and he's in jail, well deserved, but not for anything to do with First Amendment auditing. And since I had seen that, I'd actually been by this building many times with my cameras and never had an incident. In fact, they're probably not up on my YouTube channel because without incidents, it's boring. You, the audience, likes to see interactions, and there were none. So I don't know if I posted it or not, but today there's a little interaction.
Sir, no recording. No recording.
Oh, I can record.
No, you cannot record.
Told me I can't record. Isn't that cute? And I've walked past this building with cameras many times during the Biden administration. Never had an officer tell me I can't record. That is classic.
If your mom is this pissed off, you cannot make a joke.
Oh, by the way, tourists record here all the time. I can't believe she's never seen someone record here before. Huh. I guess that's her back hook. Now keep in mind I walked past the first guy with a dog. He had no problem. Alright. And this guy's giving me a hard look, but I think you know I think the lady's just new. She doesn't know. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I guess that officer explained it to her. I think we're good. Now, in the last year or two, most of my interactions have been security guards and really ignorant civilians like this guy. Uh, but we're seeing a pickup in federal officers. In fact, I heard a rumor, I can neither confirm or deny, that some of the federal officers involved with this ICE shit are new recruits from white supremacist organizations. That would explain their lack of education, but this has been more of my interactions with people who are not law enforcement.
Don't put that fucking camera on me no more. I'm telling you, and I'm not fucking playing.
By the way, this shaky young man, under the influence of something, he thought I was a Trump supporter. Imagine that.